Hello, welcome back to the Boardgames 4K YouTube channel, and this is a channel where we give you reviews, playthroughs, unboxings, and we generally talk a lot of bollocks about tabletop gaming in general. And in this video we're going to be talking about an old abstract strategy game called BLOKUS. And this is a game where you'll be taking your little plastic tiles, you'll be placing them out onto the board, trying to be the last player to have pieces in front of you. And in this video we're going to be giving you a very brief overview of the rule. We'll be telling you what we do like, what we don't like, and then we'll come back and we'll tell you whether or not BLOKUS is still worth playing today and in the future. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel, leave a comment in that section down below, and we'll see you after this. Boardgames 4K. So, BLOKUS, how do you play this game? So this is a very, very simple game, and it's very proud of the fact that it's got one rule because it's displayed on the box, and it says one rule, endless possibilities. And that's a little bit of a wild claim because obviously the possibilities in this game aren't endless. They don't go on and on and on. Well, maybe they do. But the rule is that when you place your piece out onto the board, it has to touch a corner of another one of your pieces. And it doesn't matter whether or not your piece touches any other piece, how many sides touch other pieces, that's irrelevant. That is the only rule in this game. And what you'll be doing, you'll be placing your tiles out on the board, waiting to see who is going to be last to place their piece. So you want to be last with pieces in front of you. And once everybody has passed, you'll add up the number of pieces that are in front of you at the end of the game, and the person with the fewest amount of pieces left will win the game. And if there's a tie, the rules don't actually specify what happens when there's a tie, so that's a bit weird. But that's basically how you play BLOKUS. So what do we like about BLOKUS? So the first thing that we really like about this is the fact that there is only one rule, and this means that kids from a very, very young age can learn to play this game, and it's very good for people like me who are completely and utterly thick as pig shit, right? So the game slots into that little niche where you're going to pull it out when you're not looking for anything in particular. You can just chuck it on a dining room table, have a few games with your kids, and then chuck it away, right? So that's what we really like about this. So the second thing that we like about BLOKUS is the way that even though it's only got one rule, you do find yourself poring over the board, finding little tiny ways that you didn't see before of slotting your pieces in so you can snake through these otherwise seemingly blocked off pieces of the board, right? So the board is such that it's this, upon first glance, there doesn't seem to be any way around it, but you do seem to sort of pick things out of the board. So that's really good. So what don't we like about BLOKUS? So the first thing that we don't like about BLOKUS is that if you've got a clumsy sod sitting at the table and they bang the table, this thing could go flying up into the air and get smashed into smithereens, right? Because the pieces are tiny little, really, really thin, and the indentations on the board, they're not that deep. So if you've got a clumsy person who wants to bang the table or knock the table or whatever, then you are doomed. So the second thing that we don't like about BLOKUS is that at the beginning of the game, because you start at each corner, each person starts at a different corner, you're going to be working your way in or along the sides. The first few turns are really boring. It takes a while for this game to heat up, and it does. There is periods in this game where you do feel like you're just, hurry up, for God's sake, just come on, something exciting happen, right? But it more often than not it does. So that is sort of just a temporary thing. Okay, so to summarise, is BLOKUS still worth playing? I don't know, when was it made? My version says 2016, but it's been in print for donkey's years, so is it still worth playing today and in the future? And we're going to say yes, this is one of the best, most enduring abstract strategy games, mass market strategy games that you can buy to play with your family and your partner, because it plays well with 2, 3, all 4 players. There are alternative rules for 2 and 3 player games. Not that you bother, just play the normal game. And there is also advanced scoring for you more advanced strategists out there, right? But the fact that this is got one rule and that's all you need to know, you can just open it up, bang, off you go, and there you go, you're done. So that's BLOKUS. If you're new here, then please consider subscribing to this channel. Leave a comment in that section down below, and we'll see you next time.